Farrakhan talks about it all the time. He talks about that black women spend almost $3 billion a year in hair care.
Oh yeah.
Wigs, weaves, getting the hair straightened, permed, and all that. $3 billion.
And it ain't even a hair.
We spend $2 billion a year on Air Jordans. Air Jordans, $2 billion. Mothers are buying their kids $200 and $300 shoes. That when I go to do a home visit, and Dr. Johnson concurs in this, there's no fucking bookcase in there. There's no books, no encyclopedias, no reference books, not even kids' books in the home. But yet they think the school is failing them. Because I learned how to read at home.
Same.
My mother was a teacher. I learned how to read at home. I had a library card. In the summertime, I was expected to read 4 books.
Yep.
For her.
Yep.
Not the school.
Yep.
For her.
My mama had me doing book reports.
For her. So these are all the things that we're bypassing by just giving the kids shit without any effort. So they don't connect effort with acquisition or acquiring things. So let's bring it back to social service kind of work.
Do you think that is why the crime is up in many urban communities?
I'm not going to speak on crime, but I know crime is an act of desperation. And desperate people do desperate things. And it can get real dangerous for your loved ones if they happen to encounter a desperate person. You know, I had the misfortune of seeing a carjacking last year, live, real up close at a gas station. Girl was pumping her car, I was pumping my gas. Our cars were nose to nose. So my Lexus, the gas pump is on the driver's side. She was driving an Audi Q7, and her gas pump is on the other side, away from the driver's steering wheel. So she had to walk around her car to pump the gas. I'm pumping gas right there where I can see. I see the guys crouch down, come up on her car from the backside, come around, open up the car door. I'm saying, excuse me, lady, ma'am. She thought I was trying to hit on her. I said, ma'am. I got louder and louder, but I don't want to be so loud that I invoke a response from the carjackers, right? They jumped in her car, and by the time she heard them, it's when she heard the push button for the start. And she ran around, she got to struggling with them to get them away from the car. She tried to grab the fob and the keys, and they pushed her out the car and took off with the hose still attached in the car, gas all over the place. They drug her maybe 50 feet before she let go of the car. And I'm saying to myself, this is crazy, man, because we're having a serious problem with carjacking in our county. It has gotten so bad that if you have a Hyundai, I know you've heard of this, we're giving free clubs for everybody with Hyundais, because Hyundais have this glitch. If it's a 2018 or older Hyundai, somebody can pull the key thing out, the ones that do with the key, and they can stick like a USB port thing in there and start the car.
I've seen something. I seen a video of that online, but it was showing how the USB. I was like, what the fuck?
Absolutely. It is so much of a problem with Hyundais and Kias, specifically, that our police department is giving out free clubs.
Wow.
That we're telling people, if you have these cars, you put a club on the car when you park it. That's how much theft we're having of those Korean-made cars. So, again, I think crime is a result of frustration and desperation. And those two things you don't want to encounter on a dark street at night or at an ATM machine, because people will be so nervous to get away with the money. If they have a firearm, they could possibly nervously shoot you if you twitch wrong, or you react wrong, or you try to come towards them.
And nobody's really going out saying, I'm going to kill somebody tonight.
No.
Nobody.
I do not believe. They just want to get what they can get and get away, especially if it's drug related, if it's fueled by drugs. You know, my own personal estimation, again, no data to support it, is about 75% of the people who are locked up is because of drugs and alcohol, either trying to get more or under the influence of.
I agree with that. I think a lot of people, they wake up in jail.
said, what? What happened?
What happened? I did that? Or
Yeah.
I didn't mean to kill him, I just wanted this.
Both of those things would be true. And I think both of those things should be mitigating factors in a more compassionate society. But as Christian as we claim we are, we all want revenge. And sometimes I'm in agreement that there should be a stiffer penalty, like the guy in Texas, or was it in Tennessee, who lost his life where the police officer, female white police officer, went into the wrong apartment.
Botham John, yeah.
Yeah, and he was sitting there watching TV on his sofa, and she shoots him and kills him.
Mm-hmm.
Then he goes to court, and the boy's family forgives her before she's convicted, and when she gets her sentence, his brother asked the judge, "Can I hug you? Can I hug her?
Yeah.
Can I hug her?" He said, "Kill your brother in his own apartment." They gave her 10 years, and for a police officer, that means she'll be out in 3 to 4. And while she's locked up, she's going to be heavily protected by the COs. She ain't got no harm's going to come to her.
Nothing.
Okay? And she'll be out in 3 years, maybe 4. So, you know, crime, again, crime is on the up because desperation is on the up. Frustration is on the up. And so we have a lot of information about life. We have a lot of information about how to overcome a lot of stuff. But what people miss is information without application equals frustration. And people will say to them, and some well-meaning people working in our field will say to those people, "Joey, you know what to do. Come on, Joey, you know what to do." And I say to those people, "Dude, if he knew what to do, he wouldn't be sitting in front of you."
He wouldn't be here. They in the door for a reason.
Knowing what to do and having the willingness to do it is 2 different stories. It's 2 different parts. Yeah, I know what to do, but now I gotta pray for willingness to do it. I have to get help. I have to get support. Somebody come support me so I can do this. But if it's just me, isolated by myself with my ego, the ego would tell me it's not worth doing or it's too hard to do. But as soon as I reach out and say, "Can you help me with this? Will you walk through this with me?" It goes along with the song, one of my favorite songs by Bill Withers, "Lean on Me." He's got a couple lines in that song. "I don't know when I'm going to need somebody to lean on. You just call on me, brother, when you need a friend. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand."
Right.
Everybody needs somebody to lean on. And then it ends with, "If there's a load that you can't carry, I'm right up the road to share your load. And it's the key, if you just call me."
Call me, brother. Call
We
me,
don't
sister.
we don't reach out.
I want to close with that. Why don't we reach out? Because everybody needs some support.